You may love your cat, but you may not be fully aware of just how cool she and her overall species really is. For example, did you know that cats have an extra organ that allows them to taste scents? Or that they developed meowing as a way to communicate exclusively with humans? Clearly, there's more to them than meets the eye. So, in this video, we will present interesting facts you did not know about cats. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the alerts bell to receive all new videos. Cats spend between 30 to 50% of their day grooming themselves. Are you that clean? This behavior serves several purposes. It helps cats tone down their scent so they can avoid predators. It cools them down, it promotes blood flow, and it distributes natural oils evenly around their coat, allowing them to stay warm and dry. Grooming also serves as a sign of affection between two cats, and is thought that saliva contains enzymes that serve as a natural antibiotic for wounds. The oldest known pet cat existed 9,500 years ago. This interesting fact about cats is guaranteed to wow at your next dinner party. Did you know that originally, it was thought that Egyptians domesticated the cat? But in 2004, French archaeologists discovered a 9,500-year-old cat grave in Cyprus. This makes this the oldest known pet cat, and it predates Egyptian art about cats by over 4,000 years. Cats spend 70% of their lives sleeping. If you thought cats spent a lot of their lives sleeping, you'd be right. Cats actually spend 70% of their lives sleeping, which works out to be around 13 to 16 hours a day. It's a cat's life. Cats make about 100 different sounds, while dogs make only about 10. Cats first went to space in 1963. On October 18, 1963, French scientists used a rocket to launch the first cat into space. The feline's name was Felicette, and she made it safely to the ground following a parachute descent, almost definitely landing on her feet. A cat has the power to sometimes heal themselves by purring. A domestic cat's purr has a frequency of between 25 and 150 Hz, which happens to be the frequency at which muscles and bones best grow and repair themselves. Cats might be marking you as territory when they massage you. Sounds right. Experts haven't figured out why cats like to knead, but they've come up with several possible explanations. One being that your kitty is trying to mark their territory, that's you, with the scent glands in their paws. And since kittens need their mama's belly to stimulate milk production, there's also a chance that they carry this behavior into adulthood, a phenomenon known as a neotenic behavior. Cats aren't completely colorblind, but their color vision is limited. Cats have a lot fewer cones than humans do, and the ones they do have aren't concentrated as they are in human eyes. Scientists believe that cats perceive blues and yellows fairly well, but they can't distinguish between reds and greens. Cats generally see color in much less intense hues than we do. Cat eyes see less detail than we do. It's not that cats are nearsighted. Nearsightedness is a vision problem that has to do with defects in the shape of the lens of the eye, but that the balance of rods and cones doesn't allow for good detail vision. Because cats have more rods and fewer cones than we do, they don't perceive things like leaves on trees or writing in books in the way that we do. Many researchers do, however, believe that cats are farsighted because the cat's lens doesn't change shape to compensate for focusing close up, and that they see best at a distance of 2 or 3 feet. The Cat Fanciers Association, CFA, recognizes 44 breeds of cats. A cat's cerebral cortex contains about twice as many neurons as that of dogs. Cats have 300 million neurons, whereas dogs have about 160 million. Cats don't always land on their feet. Contrary to popular belief, cats don't always land on their feet when they fall, but more often than not, all 4 paws end up touching the ground. Cats have a fantastic sense of balance, so they're able to tell up from down and adjust their bodies accordingly. If they sense they're plummeting downwards, they twist their flexible backbones mid-air, allowing them to right themselves so they don't fall splat on their backs. Additionally, cats can spread their legs out to parachute through the air, and they're small, light-boned, and covered in fur, meaning their fall isn't going to be as hard as, say, a dog's. Your cat might be allergic to you. Usually, we think it's the other way around, but even if you're not allergic to cats, your cat might be allergic to you. 1 in 200 cats are believed to have asthma, and this number continues to rise among indoor kitties as they're more frequently exposed to cigarette smoke, dust, human dandruff, and pollen. Yes, ancient Egyptians loved cats. The ancient Egyptians revered cats and even worshipped a half-feline goddess named Bastet. People who harmed or killed cats faced harsh legal sentences, including the death penalty. No one knows why black cats are considered to be bad luck in some cultures. This myth has persisted across Western civilization for centuries. Felines with dark fur first became linked with the devil during the Middle Ages, and when the Black Death pandemic ravaged Europe in the mid-14th century, superstitious individuals responded by killing off the black cat population. Little did they know that vermin carried the deadly disease and that the rodent-eating cats actually helped curb its spread. The black cats eventually became associated with witches because women accused of practicing black magic tended to adopt alley cats as companions. Cats can't taste sweets. Cats are genetically predisposed to not be able to taste sweets. They will likely nibble off your plate if it contains meat, but they'll leave it alone if it's laden with cake.